Wide receiver Scotty Miller is signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's next here on the Bleav in Steelers show. Today's episode of the Bleav in Steelers show is brought to you by betonline.ag. If you want to place a bet on any of the NBA or NHL playoff action, betonline.ag is the place to do it. Player props, spreads, over-unders. betonline.ag has it all. You can head over to the website on your desktop, on your mobile device to get in on the action. betonline.ag. BetOnline, where the game starts. Today's episode of Bleav in Steelers is also brought to you by Melon Hats. Great hatwear company, a lot of different colors, really, really cool styles that they've sent over. You can wear it on a golf course. You can wear it hiking. You can wear it at the pool, at the beach, if you're outside. Melonhats.com is the newest sponsor of the Bleav in Steelers show. Really good quality stuff there. If you head over to melon.com/Steelers, you can get started and make your order. And if you use our promo code Steelers, that's all one word in caps, Steelers, you can get 30% off your order over at melon.com. Very excited to have Melon as a presenting sponsor of the show. Scotty Miller's the newest receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome into Bleav in Steelers. My name is Mark Bergin. I'm very kind of meh about this signing. I predicted it and told you that the Steelers were going to make another move to acquire a receiver. But this to me is just Arthur Smith getting the band back together of what he had in Atlanta. Scotty Miller, Cordero Patterson, Van Jefferson, Michael Pruitt. 4 players who have played in Atlanta for Arthur Smith. And if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers receiving core right now, George Pickens, you get excited about, is your number one. But beyond that, there's some concern. I understand Pat Freiermuth's going to be in the mix in the passing game as well. This is a no knock on any of these players, but it's kind of after you get past George Pickens. And I hate even saying this. If there's an injury to George Pickens, what the Steelers do at the receiver position, it's head scratching. Let me go through all the players who are receivers on the Steelers roster. Van Jefferson, Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin III, Quez Watkins, now Scotty Miller, Marquez Callaway, Dez Fitzpatrick, Keelan Harris, Denzel Mims, Deuce Watts. Outside of George Pickens, it's kind of slim pickings when it comes to the receiver position for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Scotty Miller comes over, and his stats don't pop off the stat sheet. He played in all 17 games, had 11 receptions, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns last season for Atlanta. Before that, he spent the previous 4 seasons with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You might think, what's Scotty Miller known for? It was that NFC Championship game. It was the 2020 season, the 2021 NFC Championship game, when Miller scored on a 39-yard touchdown reception from Tom Brady against the Green Bay Packers, and the Buccaneers score right before the end of the first half. That's probably the most notable play of Scotty Miller's career to this point. And that was also probably his best season, the 2020 season with Tampa Bay and with Tom Brady. And I understand he's really, really fast. You get excited about, at his pro day, his Bowling Green Pro Day, he ran a 4.28 in the 40. So speed to me is the consistency around the Steelers receivers that they've gotten in Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin III. But I still kind of hope that the Steelers make another move at the receiver position. And I talked about this on my last podcast on Wednesday with Chris Carter of Locked On Steelers. And maybe you see what other teams, if they have other injuries, if another team has, say, an injury to an offensive tackle, Dan Moore Jr. in the final year of his deal has a very favorable contract. Could you potentially trade him for another receiver to get George Pickens, and then whether it's Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, some help in the receiving core? Because it's no knock on any of those players, but George Pickens is the only one who strikes fear in your heart. So that's where I'm at with this signing. I told you that the Steelers would make a move, but it's just kind of an kind of move. But the one thing that I will say with the Steelers receiving core right now is the speed. and give this team the benefit of the doubt because of their ability to draft and develop receivers in this league. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When you play wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's a lot like putting on the Superman cape. Something happens. I can't really describe it, but Miller's entering the 6th season in the NFL, played for Arthur Smith in Atlanta last year. And the Steelers are trying to shore up the receiver position after dealing Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers. And while they get back Dante Jackson in that deal, I don't know if that was the best move for the Steelers to make. Time will tell. And maybe the Steelers still have yet another move to make when it comes to receiver. There is a lot of time between now and September. Maybe see what you want to see what you have with rookie minicamp, training camp, preseason before you just panic and make a move and trade what could be valuable draft capital to go to get another receiver. I don't know. But beyond George Pickens, this move, it's no knock on Scotty Miller or any of the other players that are on the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. But when it comes to the receiver position right now, I'm just kind of like, nah, that's my sentiments about that. Quick podcast today here on Bleav in Steelers, reacting to the Scotty Miller news. Next week, Bleav in Steelers will be back. We've got the NFL schedule release on May the 15th. So keep it here on this feed and on this channel. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, do us a favor, leave us a 5-star review. And on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. Help us out here on Bleav in Steelers. We'll get Ike Taylor back. He's always busy with his scouting responsibilities for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I wanted to get in today and share my thoughts on the Scotty Miller news. Thank you to today's presenting sponsors of Bleav in Steelers, both betonline.ag and Melon Hats. Again, go check out Melon Hats. Use the promo code Steelers for 30% off your order. My name is Mark Bergin. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday and your weekends. I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and so long, everybody.